All right, Ape Family, Bubby Gunner, the Common Sense Investor, coming at you again with another video explaining the AMC short squeeze. And before I get started, I want to say this. I personally believe that we would have moassed and went to the moon in January had not the YouTubers taken to YouTube and started raising hell about the buy button disappearing. Let me explain something to you. That buy button disappearing was a good thing for us. It meant the shorts were covering. Here's how it works. Robinhood gets a call, 3 o'clock in the morning, 3:30 in the morning. It's documented, it's on the internet, in newspapers. They get the call. Do you have the fucking shares you've been selling, man? Because you got 100 million shares here that you need to cover. It's went from $2 to $20. Do you have them shares? Robinhood said no. They said, how long will it take you to get the 100 million shares you need? Now, at this point, Robinhood looks over to the volume and they say, well, volume, the average volume is 50 million. And we owe 100 million. So that means it will take us 2 days to cover, i.e. days to cover. It's 2 days. Why? Because Robinhood owes 100 million shares. Average volume is 50 million. So they cannot buy 100 million if the average volume is only 50. So it would take them 2 days to cover. Understand? That's when I woke up to that, because I thought a whole nother reason in the beginning when I got started, and I was wrong. I learned days to cover means it's how many shares they have to buy versus the average volume. So if somebody has to buy 200 million shares and the average volume is 50 million, it's going to take them 4 days to do that. We on the same page there. Now, Robinhood got the call. Yo, 100 million shares. Average volume is 50 million shares. It's going to take them 2 days to cover. So they get into the buying pool. Now, if you're following along with my videos, that is the blue box, the volume box. When the average was 50 and 60 million volume, Robinhood needed to buy their shares, so they got into the pool. And they started buying up the shares that was out there. But it's going to take them 2 days to cover because it's 50 million volume average. There's another problem though. Along when the shark got into the water and started buying up the shares he needed to cover, retail's also in the pool and they're buying up shares because they want to strengthen their position or somebody bought in to start a position. And they're in competition. And here comes the sharks and everybody's trying to buy up the shares. It's only 50 billion that day. They are trying to buy up the shares they need to cover the short positions. And retail's in there at the same time fighting them, trying to buy up shares and strengthen their position. So Robinhood said, here's the plan. Take the buy button away. Retail gets out of the pool, and now Robinhood is the only one in the pool buying up shares. So now they can cover in 2 days. But while retail's in the pool with them, they're fighting. It's going to take them 3 days to get it, 4 days to get it. So the quickest way to buy and cover our short position is to remove the retail investors from the buy pool where they're not in competition trying to eat up the shares. Buy up the 100 million shares we need and then turn the buy button back on. That was the plan. That's why they took that buy button, people. When Robinhood got the call and they had to get into the volume box and start buying up shares, retail was in there buying up shares too, and they was in the way. So Robinhood removed the buy button, put the retail to the side, and they bought up what they needed to cover. That's very simple to understand. The removal of the buy button had absolutely nothing to fucking do with me. It had nothing to do with you. Our purpose in the squeeze is to buy and hold. And we know at some point they're going to have to cover. So when they try to cover, excuse me, you don't want to be in the pool You want them in the pool. You want to be sitting in your fucking recliner, waiting and saying, okay, I ain't buying no more. It's up to y'all. They start buying. Price starts climbing. It's going to depend on you. Your sell button still works. They never took the sell button, people. The squeeze was in action. The squeeze was in action. Get out of the pool, retail. Remove the buy button. You still have your sell button because we need to buy your share. That's the MOAS. And it happened on January 28th when they removed that buy button, set retail to the side. Robinhood was in the pool, and they was trying to buy up whoever over here with the sell button on, whoever had shares, and you're sitting back going, that's not enough, bitch, keep going. I want $5,000 a share. Well, Robinhood's in the pool. We're off. We've got out of the buy pool. You will be getting out of the buy pool and sitting in your recliner waiting on your price to come up to hit the fucking sell button. Now, on January 28th, had they taken the sell button, that was reason to be upset. What do you mean I can't sell the shares that I own? See? So the YouTubers taking the YouTube a year ago crying about the fucking buy button actually, in my opinion, gave the hedgies a strategy to use against us. Explain that. Well, they were getting into the pool to buy. They told us to get out. We sat in our lounge chairs drinking a drink with an umbrella in that motherfucker because we waiting on them to buy my share. They are in the buy pool. I am out the buy pool, sitting in a recliner, sitting in whatever. But I'm not in the buy pool no more. That's the whole thing. That's the removal of the buy button, is to get you out the way so they can buy the shares needed to cover. God, people, it's coming up again. That's what the red warning box is. It's going to shoot to 200. When they do, they're going to get the phone call. When they get the phone call, they're going to have to get into the buying pool. Volume is going to go through the fucking roof because people are going to be selling their shares. Don't fool yourself. A Wendy's employee that's put away one share a week for the year and only has maybe 30 shares, when that motherfucker hits 5,000, she's selling. But she's in a recliner, the buy button's not working. Give a fuck. Sell button better work. That's the one that better work. And if they would have looked at it that way in January, then all of them could have been sitting in the recliner waiting on the sell button for the price that they wanted. Instead, they cried and they said, where's the buy button? Where's the buy button? And they go, somebody come up with the idea. What are they bitching about the buy button? Fuck it, turn it on, sell it to them. And boom, we've been drug out this far. But the anniversary's coming up. The buy button will be removed again when they get margin called and have to get into the buy pool. That buy button disappears for us. The only button that's going to work is your sell button. That is the MOAS. Get to that point, and then you start understanding you cannot take what these YouTubers are saying and just run with it and believe it. They were wrong about the buy button. If they would have shut the fuck up, all the hedge funds that needed to buy shares would have been in the pool. They would have been in their fucking lounge chair, drinking margarita, waiting on the price they wanted for their shares. We're not going to make the same mistake again. Please share this video on your Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or whatever you use to help the apes understand when that buy button disappears, that's when I'm getting in my fucking lounge chair with my margarita in my hand, and I'm going to be waiting on them. They're in the buy pool waiting on my price to come up. Share this video everywhere. Please comment down below. Tell me what you think. Does that not make common sense? Then tell your YouTuber shut the fuck up in his comments whenever he starts hollering about this buy button. And then we're going to talk about the coming halt and how that's going to be beneficial to us. So like, subscribe, and do all that other great shit. Hit the notification bell for sure so you'll know when I do my next common sense investing video. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I'm just using common sense to interpret this play, and I have been right the entire time. I love y'all. I'll see you in the next video. What do I need to talk about next? What do y'all want to hear about next? Is there something y'all don't understand that you'd like me to explain? Comment it down below and I'll make a video about it. Till the next time, I love y'all and I'll see you in Vegas.